High in the mountains, deep beneath the ground, or floating far out at sea, there are cities so private, so exclusive, and so secretive, you won't find them on Google Maps. They're not resorts. They're not military bases. They're entire communities designed by billionaires for billionaires, with their own rules, their own security, and their own visions of utopia. In this video, we're uncovering the secret cities of the ultra-rich, from self-sustaining enclaves in Alaska to desert tech utopias like Telosa to literal floating nations like the world. These hidden towns are where the wealthy retreat and where the rest of us aren't invited. This isn't fiction. This is the next evolution of gated living. Only now, the gate surrounds entire cities. Chapter 1. What makes a city secret? A secret billionaire city isn't just private. It's strategically invisible. We're talking about places that offer remote, isolated locations away from public infrastructure, restricted access by invitation only with no public records, elite designed environments tailored to ultra-wealthy tastes, private governance with rules made by founders, not states, full-spectrum security, including airspace restrictions and surveillance grids. These cities aren't always literal cities. Some are high-tech compounds. Others are floating neighborhoods. Some aren't even on land. But what they share is a common mission: total control over who enters, what happens inside, and how life is lived. Chapter 2. The world, a billionaire nation at sea. Imagine a luxury cruise ship the size of a small town. Now imagine it never docks, never accepts outsiders, and is owned entirely by the ultra-rich. That's the world, a 644-foot private yacht that functions as a floating city for multi-millionaires and billionaires. Here's what makes it different. Residents buy their apartments outright, some costing $15 million plus. It has its own healthcare system, schools, restaurants, and embassy staff. Travel is curated. No random cruise passengers, ever. Its route is decided democratically by the owners. Security is ex-military, with offshore privacy protections. It's been sailing since 2002, and only around 150 to 200 people live aboard at any given time. To the outside world, it's just a luxury vessel. To its residents, it's a sovereign nation without borders. Chapter 3. Telosa, a tech utopia in the desert. Announced by billionaire Mark Lohr, Telosa is a plan for a brand new city to be built from scratch in the U.S. desert. But this isn't just another smart city. It's a fully reimagined society based on equitism, where all land is owned by a public trust, and the increase in value funds health, education, and infrastructure. Every inch of the city is sustainable, green, and AI optimized. Public transport is autonomous and air-based. Water is 100% recycled. Energy is entirely off-grid solar and hydrogen. Designed for 5 million people, Telosa is a utopian vision that flips capitalism inside out. But while it's being marketed as a future city for all, critics say it will end up like many others, serving only the ultra-rich who can afford to build it, own it, and quietly fence it off. Chapter 4. Rumored compounds in Alaska and Switzerland. Not all billionaire cities are publicly announced. Some are speculated, and that makes them even more powerful. Take the rumors of billionaire survival enclaves in Alaska, where untouched wilderness is paired with hardened underground bunkers, off-grid technology, and heliports for sudden evacuation. Or the Swiss Alps, where entire towns have been reportedly bought out by investment groups and rebuilt into secure, surveillance-free havens for wealthy elites. These places often include EMP-proof power systems, oxygen-rich air filtration, personal security teams, and armed drone defense. No digital trail, no social media, no coverage, no press access. Are they real? Officially, no one knows. But documents from real estate firms, satellite analysis, and leaked procurement contracts suggest they exist. And even if they're rumors, they reflect a very real trend. The rich are preparing to vanish from public life, quietly and permanently. Chapter 5. Controlled environments equals controlled outcomes. The appeal of these cities isn't just privacy. It's predictability. In the outside world, even billionaires face unpredictability. Regulations, elections, protests, crime, surveillance. But in a private city, every factor can be controlled. No media unless approved. No taxes unless negotiated. No crime because everyone is vetted. No political friction because there's no democracy. No chaos because everything is engineered. That's the true value of a secret billionaire city. Not just a place to live, but a bubble where every variable is owned and optimized. Chapter 6. Off-grid luxury communities. Beyond formal cities, there's a growing network of off-grid luxury compounds. Places like Trident Lakes, Texas, marketed as a luxury survival community, complete with airstrips, shooting ranges, and underground condos. Survival Condo Project, Kansas. Missile silos converted into luxury bunkers with spa services and biometric locks. The Redoubt in Idaho, a quiet, billionaire-funded region developing into an ultra-private stronghold for libertarian elites. These aren't public cities. They don't show up in census data, and residents sign NDAs that legally forbid disclosure of who else lives there. The trend? Combine end times prepping with high-end amenities, and filter the guest list down to those with both the capital and the clearance. Chapter 7. City as investment, not home. For most people, a city is where you live. For billionaires, it's where you invest your ideology. These private cities act like test labs for new technologies and political models, safe zones for capital during global instability, social filtering mechanisms where only the right kind of people get in, brand extensions for billionaires who want to go beyond companies and own actual societies. You don't just buy property, you shape the future. And in many cases, these cities are generational projects designed to last centuries with dynastic control and AI-managed succession. They're not homes, they're civilizations in miniature. From desert utopias like Telosa to floating nations like the world to the rumored enclaves of Alaska and the Alps, these hidden communities represent the billionaire dream, a life of total autonomy, unreachable by society, and accountable only to themselves. They're not just places to live. They're the new fortresses of power, where wealth is walled off from the world. And as the global elite build their private paradises, the rest of us are left to wonder what happens when the people who run the world decide they're done living in it.